what made him move to New York, leaving Tata Memorial Hospital in India, and how he's established his practice and expertise in colorectal surgery.
I had a really very, very good stint at the Tata Memorial Hospital. I call it the Tata Cancer Center. And, I was very privileged to work there for a decade.
Yes,
And long time in that decade, I also led the GI team. Um, I think it was a decade of so much of excitement when minimal access surgery came into the cancer world. And I remember performing amongst the first few, laparoscopic cancer surgeries in our country, doing that with trepidation, especially when we did some gastric cancers, and the worry about port site recurrences were
right.
not insignificant. The way things developed for me is that towards 2009 and 2010, that was coming to a decade being at the Tata Hospital. But I still had some desire to be part of innovation. And when I got an opportunity to come to the United States, first on a sabbatical, it was mainly to pursue some technological and technical innovation. And I was here temporarily for a year,
Hmm.
2000
Yes.
to 2011. And my hosts at the Weill Cornell Medical Center were very pleased with the year, and when it was time for me to go back home, they offered me to stay back. I returned to India for a few months, but then my hosts here in New York were very serious. They sent me a contract. They were calling me. They were encouraging me to do that. And I was at that phase of my career where the next step up at the Tata Hospital would have been I would have been the chair of surgery. And that actually frightened me because I felt I was a little too young and I had too much of innovation within me at that stage to start doing a lot of
Certain
administrative work.
administrative responsibility. Yeah.
And so that's when I decided to move to the US. So
So
that's
how
how
has
it.
it been?
So, I've been very fortunate. I've really worked in these really major teaching institutions and big organizations. So whenever you are either I was at the Tata Hospital or at the New York Presbyterian Hospital in my previous job, and now at Lenox Hill Hospital, the hospitals within themselves are really very similar. Obviously, even though I was an experienced surgeon and I had a lot of confidence behind me, over here I was starting afresh. I had never
Yes.
worked in the US. I have never trained here. So for me to start working as an attending and also start functioning and performing at the levels which you are expected to do was an initial, it was daunting. So that's really been my career, pathway so far. And till today, I always stay very focused on my cases which are to come. So next week on Monday, today is a Friday night here in New York. On Sunday evening, I will again refocus my attention to the week coming and study my cases